My name is Julia Winter. I was born in the 1960s to a single parent, which actually, although I didn't realise it at the time, was my first taste of discrimination. I then went on to do my nurse's training, qualified as a registered general nurse. I became disabled, pensioned off in 1996, and at that stage I hit rock bottom really. I needed help with everything from washing, dressing, going to the toilet, all the personal care. Plus also helping my parenting role. I couldn't lift James, I couldn't change his nappy, I couldn't take him out anywhere. So my world totally closed down into my house. My self-esteem just plummeted and I felt a total burden to my husband. It was ever so difficult. My social worker came to do a review and she herself was a disabled person and she actually was the key to transforming my life. My support plan identified the PA support I would need each day. PAs are very important and I need PAs in my life or I wouldn't be able to do any of the things I do. And if you ask me what is the most important thing in my life, it's not how many times I go to the toilet or what I have to eat or what clothes I wear, although yes, they are important. But the most important thing in my life is my husband and my son and keeping out of hospital. Once I'd been given my resource allocation, I had to make a plan of how I was going to spend it. One of the things that I had wanted to do for some time, but not been allowed to with direct payments, was to pay somebody to pick my son up from school for me. Up until then, I had to actually go and pick him up myself. I do a lot of things with James, but it is nice for James to have continuity in his life, and that's important for us all as a family. I have more room to dream, if you like, and I can be more creative. And one of the very first things I want to do is to employ somebody to manage my PAs. The other thing is simply just to go away with my family for a weekend because my house, my bathroom is not accessible. So in the short term, going away to a hotel would actually give my husband a break because I would have an accessible bathroom. That is another chunk of money. I'm going to be using that money to employ more PA support in the evenings and weekends, which currently I don't have funding for, which is going to transform my husband's life. It will mean that I can take my son out on my own and give him a break. It will mean that my husband then doesn't have to do all the jobs all weekend. I can do some of those with support. That's not something that we've not had in our household for 10 years, so I'm quite excited about that.